my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Running back, running back, running back.
Yeah. Run up and up this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Mike 25! Mike's 49! Not here!
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015, NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
They talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. Once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
51, sub!
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
That's how we do it.
Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Baby, let's go.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Cook, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Kill.
They run again on first down, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. I called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Check 52.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
36. Hey, can't. Gun. I got motion. Wide. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Throwing is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the run.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. Of 40 yards.
Bailey's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
21.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tuesday. Check
On first down, it's Gurley.
Check hot route. Hot. Be good.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
21. 4 down. Alert.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Going nowhere.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
45. Watch the screen. Pass.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3 buzz.
Ringo 48.
Here's Madison running on first down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
There's an expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the 36, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The try here for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bring it on.
23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey,
here's Madison.
3 down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Come on. For real.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Switch.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Every time, it's a set.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
Let's go.
To me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They are in the second quarter down in Miami, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
All day, baby, all day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, zoom. We go.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it,
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Run!
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Hey, watch
We're
number
just starting the
33.
second half,
Watch number
and we've got the
33.
football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
Land 50, land 50.
Shit! Slam, slam!
6-6, bullet high.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby!
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
To Hunt, 180. Quaker Omaha.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
White 3.
They'll run with Madison. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To Hunt, 180. Through. Leave it. Ring up, 48.
Defense. Hey, man up! Man up, D.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
13 yards on the play.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Cousins.
Don't be scared of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Coming!
Again, they run with Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 99, check 99. Hey, Tuesday. Gun.
Hey, orbit.
Get up. What is that?
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Big stop, D. Big check. Whip.
Now it's Gurley.
Hey, alert 3.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Let's go.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On the carry, here's Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they're right on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's not going to get me.
Play action now, Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had pick 6 last year, remember? But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 49. Check. It's our field.
They run. It's Gurley.
He's checking.
Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep flowing forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second and 9. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Touchdown, Falcons. Tom Gurley, 32 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
I got him.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
Cousins. He'll find Olabisi Johnson, the rookie from Colorado State.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
80 weapon.
Fourth down, Cousins. Now this is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your
right?
hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 54. Bound to lose one.
Another carry now for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the
49,
zone, the
49
ball
to Mike,
seems bigger,
49 to Mike.
and he's just whacking
You can't
it. These
block me.
guys,
You can't
they
block
got
me.
it going today.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will be back up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hey, Haywood.
First down.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Check 45 to Mike.
300.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me.
Lynch 50. Hey, Charlie.
Kill. Check.
Hey, touch.
Cousins again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Cousins pass.
Picked off at the 35. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54.
Here we go, D. Get up.
Here's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
At the 37-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Check. 21. Fresno.
Base. No.
Oh, look at this. Lane's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 31, check 51, Sam!
Tight dog, tight dog.
54, Sam!
Ryan.
Spun!
And the pressure gets to him again. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Falcons, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough